I'm going to give a small share my experience about the opportunities being a chemical engineer. So it's basically it is not only a chemical engineer. This is my inputs can be fit to many engineers as well. So, but I try to pinch point a certain related topics which is related to chemical engineer. Okay. Okay. About me, my name is Dev Anand Prakash. I'm from Denmark. I'm currently residing at Denmark. I'm head of APQP in Siemens Gamesa Renewable Energy. So this company manufacture wind turbines. So they are the world leaders for offshore turbines. Uh, so I'm part of the corporate quality team. Okay. So my little background I would like to explain because I'm basically an engineer. You can see me that instrumentation technology. That's my basic engineering graduation. And I have more than 26 years of experience in various industries. For example, if you see here, I started from chemical company. That's my first job in Chennai, where I works as a a graduate trainee for about 1 year, 1.5 years, something like that, in Indian organic chemicals actually. Then I moved to Caterpillar, which is heavy equipment manufacturing company. Is an American company where I had a lot of experience there, where I learned a lot. That means I learned everything from Caterpillar because that is an age where you can learn a lot of things. So if you miss that particular age from age of 23 to age of 27 or 28 or something like that, whatever you learn, then it give you back everything when you grown, when you get older. You understand? So Caterpillar taught me a lot. And the Caterpillar is an automobile company, heavy equipment automobile company. And I worked for Ford for some years. Then I moved to Denmark. Then I work for Danfoss in Denmark, and Vestas is one of the leading wind industry again. I worked for more than 10 years for Vestas. Now I am working with Siemens Gamesa, which is also a wind turbine manufacturing company. So you can see I have lots of years of experience in manufacturing sector. Okay. So you can always contact me through mail, and also you can see my link, my LinkedIn profile. So this is about me. I'm living in Denmark for last 8 years, of course. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something about what if the can you 1 minute type of manufacturing sector. So, 1 minute. So you can see the chemical engineer opportunity. It can be a many industry. It can fit into many industry. To start with, petrochemicals industry. You know very well which are all the industries where the chemical engineers are capable of performing their task, whatever they are learning from the colleges. So petrochemical, food industry, pharmaceutical industry, package industry, and painting that is related to automobile and other paintings, building, all the kind of paints and automobile parts, many parts, plastic parts, or tires. So there are many automobile parts where the chemical technology involved a lot, and particularly fertilizers, and also wind industry. What is that picture? It is a blade, that's a wing of the wind turbine, where that involves a lot of resins and also the glass fibers, and those composites are many kind of chemical technology involved, along with the mechanical technology. So this is how this is a major manufacturing sector. As a chemical engineer, you can have a lot of um, opportunities here. So, these are all the industries mainly you can fit in. So next slide, I'm trying to touch upon the supply chain and supply chain. Um, you can see that the value chain and supply chain. This presentation slide is very important for you to understand, because we gather all the requirement from the customer. Okay, the customer gives you the requirement. Oh, this is what I need. This is what my requirement. So customer always specify their requirements. Then any company, any individual, they have to make a planning. Okay, what kind of planning? You can have a resource planning, equipment planning, availability, material. So many things we have to plan, and to for that you need a lot of money to invest. That is also part of the planning. So next, then we recruit some people to make some kind of new innovation to fulfill the customer requirements. Once the innovation has been identified, then we start developing the product. Whether it can be a new fertilizer, it can be a new chemical component which can be part of the automobile. So it can be anything. So you have a huge list of product development and huge team is will be working on. Then once it is developed, then we have to produce that one. So for that you need some supplier, correct? You cannot manufacture everything at your home. So we need a place, we need a factory, we need everything in place. At the same time, you have to get the raw material and some other material parts from your supplier. So you have to develop your supplier as well. You understand? So this is a value chain. This is called product value chain. It starts from customer requirement until the supply development. The next one is supply chain.
Yes, sir.
So you can see my screen, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this slide, which I was trying to explain before, which I felt it is very important to you. It fits into any manufacturing sector. Okay, so one is a product value chain, another one is a product supply chain. The supply chain starts from the supplier. It can be you because you produce certain things for the customer. It can be a manufacturer. So the once it is produced, that has to be sent by the vehicle, transportation, then assembly. You can make an assembly, and then I think my voice is echoing somewhere. I think please stay mute. Yeah, thank you. And the next one is sales and marketing. When the product is ready, the marketing team will do some, then make sure it is reaching the customer safely. So here in this one, except this customer, unless you have a lot of money to become a customer, so you are the customer and you are also a manufacturer. So, and also one more thing which I can see that missing is a service. Even after reaching your product to the customer, still you can get interact with the customer by doing the service. The service can be the feedback about the product performance, correct? When it is repaired, then you make sure you are contacting the customer. So this value chain and supply chain, which is more important, which so you as a chemical engineer, you can fit except to the customer, because everyone are customer. Except a customer position, you can fit into any of the role and any of the process which I have placed in this small boxes. So here, some of the expertise area where any engineers here, I'm going to talk about not only chemical engineers, any engineers can fit into a different manufacturing sector in general. Okay, so research and development, where you need what kind of, maybe you as a student you don't know much about, okay, what kind of research and development, how can be part of the research and development team. So probably it would pops up in your mind, what actually they do, because they do a lot of innovation. So for that, what is required? You need more knowledge, correct? So what is appropriate requirement which is required to meet this expertise area? So definitely research and development, when you decided yourself, okay, I have decided I have to be part of the research and development department. Okay, better continue your higher education. For example, when you do now, it's a bachelor degree, try to complete your master degree, make a specialization in particular area. It can be a fertilizer or glass or fiber, any chemical specialty. Then you can find certain development, research and development companies, and you can start applying that. Then you really use your knowledge and skills and make sure you can be a good innovator to become a part of a research and development team. Okay, so next one is manufacturing. Manufacturing in the sense it's manufacture of anything, any equipment, any chemical component, any chemical instrument, anything which is related to chemical or any other manufacturing facility. Right now I'm working in manufacturing sector, but develop a huge turbines, wind turbines, correct? So for that, what is required? Probably to start with, okay, now you have selected a you are joining in a manufacturing company, maybe a small unit manufacturing company. That's more than enough to learn more things, correct? All requirement is experience. I started from Indian Organic Chemicals, correct, as a trainee. I was part of the small department where they do some maintenance work. Okay, so I learned the process. I gained a lot of experience in manufacturing sector with working in different department. So experience is one of the key essential where you can learn at your young age. This is the age. Try to go and do some, don't waste your time in holidays. Try to see how the small company functioning. So experience is which is very essential here. Then you know the product and process knowledge. When you do some work again and again, then you learn a lot about the product and the process behind the product, correct? So you have to spend a lot of time when you gather, then you automatically gain the experience. Then similarly, supplier development. So when you are working in a manufacturing sector, you you have to receive certain components which is manufactured in a different place, and you get it here and get assembled together. Okay, small part can be a big part or raw material, the chemical material, chemical liquids, paint, raw materials, so many things you can. So for that, you have to provide, if you are working a manufacturing sector, you have to provide your requirement because you are the customer for the supplier, correct? So you have to clearly specify your requirement to the supplier so that supplier can develop certain things and provide that back to you. So that is also product and process. And also you have to know the negotiation skill and communication skill, correct? These are all the key requirements which I felt which is very important, because after having a lot of years of experience in manufacturing sector, so that is why I gathered this information which can be useful for you. Sales and commercial, definitely product knowledge is required, and also higher education. Because, for example, if you would like to do some MBA in certain specialization in good colleges, okay, good colleges. Some people, they always tend to do MBA after completing um, bachelor in a normal college. I don't prefer to do that, because Without having an experience, when you do MBA, it will not give enough taste. Try to work somewhere, at least gain 2 3 years knowledge. Then you go to MBA, then you feel comfortable, you know exactly what you are doing going to do. Understand? So try to have, unless otherwise you have very high good colleges, please do not prefer to go an MBA after completing bachelor degree. So that's my opinion. Okay, please. That's my experience and my opinion. And software, yes, software also, chemical engineers can fit into the software. See, software people, they know only the programming, correct? They know only the programming. But you can, being a chemical engineer, you can tell the software people, if you know the process application, then you know exactly what is needed for the software. Then if you know the software programming language with the application knowledge, then you can do better than anybody else. You understand? So that is why many companies hire software engineers, not only computer engineers. They don't hire only the computer people. They hire more people. For example, in Europe countries, in USA, many people they hire mechanical engineers, chemical engineers, all other instrumentation engineers, electrical engineers for their software company to become a, so that they know what is needed, correct? Application experience. Project management, that's a general things. Anybody can do this projects. Once that is required project management skill. And also it requires some kind of certification, like Project Management Institute from USA. They give some certification called PMP certification. I have received the PMP. And Prince 2 certification. It is almost all Europe countries. They use um, Prince 2 principles in project management. So that is also important. Project management, that gives a lot of discipline. This is the general one. Logistics, you should know the process. Without knowing the process, it is very difficult to manage. Service, certainly product knowledge and process knowledge is required. Otherwise, you cannot make any service. And quality. I'm a quality guy. I'm being in quality for more than 25 years now. So I should know the process. Yes. Earlier, I was working for chemical company, then moved to automobile. Now I'm into wind. I know the process. But with my experience, I have a lot of certification courses, which gave me a lot of good things. I learned a lot. For example, Six Sigma, ISO, and some European specialized VDA certification. I have got many certification. These helped me in grow further, 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 further. Don't stop learning. There is no age for learning. Okay, at any age you can learn, you can get the certification, no problem. That always give you a good advantage for your future. Okay, so next one, I try to give a general thing about um, knowledge. You guys gathering knowledge from education, from your professors, gain a lot of, so know what exactly it is. What is that? What is that technology shows? What is that component shows? What is mathematics? So you learn a lot from the knowledge, you gather a lot of knowledge, then you apply the knowledge into certain application, correct? For example, application skills means, for example, I become a excel I become a Excel, Microsoft Excel. I have a skill, and I have a PowerPoint presentation skill. These are all the skills, correct? When you have a knowledge and skills, how to do that, then you are into the process. Okay, so this overlap should be there. Don't keep your knowledge separately and skill separately. Then without connection, then it is no use. That is why many people, after completing their degree, they're unable to get the job in the right area because this connection is no proper. They don't understand the process. Okay. The next one is attitude, which is very important. Attitude, determination, know why we are doing, why we know the knowledge, why do we need the skill. You have to ask yourself. And this connection, skills with attitude, makes you a commitment. Okay. So these three circles in your life for your future, it is very important. Then you know the purpose, what to be fulfilled. This three is very important to be part of your life. And once all three are connected, then there is a portion here. You can see this portion. You see here this portion. This portion is called ability. So that is a competence. I have a competence. I have a competence to play around. I can act smart. I can easily compare, quickly do my job better than anybody else. Correct? These are all the things. If you connect all three together, then only you can show your ability to perform your task easily. Okay. So this is very important for being any engineers, any education. This is for a student. This is very important. I know for your students, many people think, okay, some people are bright, correct? Some people are always bright. They get quickly into their mind. Okay, when the professor says something, immediately they come up with an answer. Some people, they're very bright. That is God's gift. Okay. Some people may not be that much bright. Don't feel bad. Okay, should not feel bad. That's also God's gift. Then you have to do yourself practice. For example, when you read something, physics, okay, I'm reading a lesson. First time, you may not be knowing nothing understanding. Oh my God, I don't understand anything. Don't feel bad. Try to read it again. Second time, when you read again, you 0.1% you understand. Third time, fourth time, read, then you understand. So practice makes perfect for everyone. Some people need more time, some people need less time. Finally, the mark is common for both, correct? No one asks you how many hours you spent to study that one. Only they see the result. Okay. So think about, I don't know how to go back. Yeah. Okay. So, so this one, education gives you more knowledge and skills. Okay, education always gives you more knowledge and skills, and a skill gives more application, and more application. Application means when you apply your skills into certain area. More application gives you a maturity. Okay, if you do practice, then you become an expert. Okay, correct. Okay, I have a maturity. I do this problem without having any issue. Okay, fine. Then more maturity gives you the confidence. Correct. When you have a more maturity, it gives you the confidence. For example, if most of you know about cricket, you're all students, you know about cricket. If anyone asks any question related to cricket, within no time you are able to give an answer. Why? Because you know that you have done a lot of exercise and read about these players more. You get matured. Once you are matured, then you get a confidence to reply an answer quickly. Similarly, in your studies, chemistry, any engineering subjects, confidence, you have to gather the confidence by reading, applying, learning. Then you get a confidence. Then you can really perform well in your classes, in your exams, and you can see a lot of changes in the future. So more confidence gives you some innovative ideas always, correct? So you can come up with the innovative ideas. Okay, you think about in Excel, you play around with Excel, then you can every day you learn new things from Excel, then you can come up with some new idea from Excel easily. I'm talking about Microsoft Excel. So the knowledge which early in the previous slide I explained about knowledge, skills, and attitude. These three, when you have, when you all three got connected, like the circle it was connected from the previous slide, then you no need to search for any job. The job come to you. Understand? So think about that. This is, don't keep your knowledge, skills, and attitude separately. Then you get lost. Many people are like that. Try to link why I am doing, what I am doing, how I am doing. These three are important. Then the job automatically comes to you. Then this is the age. Please learn a lot and do a lot of exercise. Then in future, you become a good, you will be in a good position to manage everything. So the last but not least, the sentence from, I don't know, Larry Bird. Do you know who is Larry Bird? He's one of the famous basketball player from America. He's a really wonderful person a lot, and he gives a lot of quotes. This is one of the quotes which I liked very much. The winner is someone who recognize his God's given talents. Understand? Everyone are talented people. Don't lose the hope. Everyone has got the talent. Maybe it requires more time to, right? Don't waste your time. Gather and use of your talents and work hard and develop their skills and accomplish your goals. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much. And yeah, I hope you got some good inputs from my experience. Um, and I thank to St. Joseph Engineering College. And also I thank Dr. Professor Bhaskaran and his team for a wonderful effort they have made to gather all of you here and to know more about what I had in my past and what I am now. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Enjoy rest of the year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
So can I stop video?
Yes, sir.
No.
Sir, can we ask a doubt?
Yeah, please.
Sir, I have a doubt regarding this manufacture sectors.
Mhm.
If one is getting into as a trainee in a manufacturing sector, working as a trainee for 1 year or two,
Mhm.
can he changes into field like design sectors or any other sectors which supports the in the other industries?
Yes. See,
Some companies are like,
yeah. For example, see, it is very simple. So immediately after completing your degree, for example, bachelor degree,
oh yes, sir.
first you join any company. Don't try to go to hire big company. Why I have not got? Don't feel bad. Okay, any company, you understand the process first. Even a small logistics supplier, manufacturers, that's fine. You understand the process. How do they do?
Yes, sir.
How the material comes in, how the material is getting manufactured, how the material is going out, how they are maintaining, what are the documents they are doing. You know, understand. You completely
Yes,
understand the
sir.
process. The same process in any company when you go there, the similar process maybe they use in different way. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
try to understand the process. And at the same time, I told you about the age. Okay, don't keep, don't only, for example, you have joined in one company. Okay, but your aim
Hmm.
is to, your aim is to become a technology or R&D specialist, something like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you gather those information even prior, during that period of time. You gather those information, what is required, how do I specialize that one, what kind of tools, what kind of special skills you need it. correct? You gather this, maybe you can read a lot, or you can apply some the training course in between. There are a lot of online training courses are available nowadays, not like our years. So a lot of things are available. In the evening time, you can come home and you can learn a lot, you can apply, then one day you can easily get the certificate and go back.
Yes,
Understand?
sir. My question, yes, sir. But my question is, if a person works in a manufacturing sector, can he changes a job to another sector like design fields or any
Yes.
other fields that supports the industries like a Medamod, Technip, etc., sir?
Yes, that is what even in the manufacturing sector, when you work, then
Okay.
you understand the process. Finally, everything you need manufacturing, correct?
Yes, sir.
Anything has to be manufactured. You're right.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You're right.
Okay. So now, when you get to know more about other area, other sector, you learn a lot. Get what is required for that. Then you specialize in that area as well, parallelly.
Okay. Yes.
Then try to apply a job in a later stage.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You
Thank you,
understand?
Nitin, for your doubt. Sir, one more thing. The participant Govardhan has raised the question that what about food sector? What are the development in food sector and manufacturing skill? Those things. How to develop?
Okay. Food sector. For example, I'm sitting in Denmark. So here, Denmark is very famous for dairy. You know that. And here, a lot of dairy products coming out from this food sector, and they produce a lot. And which is where they are manufacturing milk, all milk related products. It's really good here, but it is very strict. You cannot even, there are a lot of quality checks will be there before the product goes out from the factory. You understand? So because if they find a small worm in any of it, then whole company is closed. So very, very sensitive area, food sector. And food sector, again, you have to gather the information about the food sector, what specialized, what kind of food it is, correct? There are a lot of type of foods are available. So which food, then which type of chemical is being used, those you have to specialize. You need more specialization when you want to enter into those area. Some companies, they hire you during your studies itself, correct? Third year, fourth year, then campus people come and recruit you quickly. Then they get a chance directly. If they don't get, you do the specialization, do more research, and try to apply a job at food sector directly. Gathering the information, you should able to perform an interview in the food sector. If someone people say, okay, do you have an experience in food sector? No. Do you know anything about food sector? Yes. Then you try to give all the certification. This is what I have done this training. You can show that. Then they will give you. They are not going to give you a CEO position to start with, correct? So step by step, you go step by step, then you sustain, for more years.
Thank you very much, sir. And the last few, many have been posted a lot of questions, and they want to know that chemical engineering students, how whether it is suitable for them to go to R&D, or what kind of jobs will be perfect for chemical engineering students.
Yes, chemical engineering, yes, of course. They have a lot of technology. For example, nanotechnology. There are a lot of new technology comes up in this one, fertilizer, lot of new product development. They have a lot of technology developments are available. And
Yeah.
I think that is why if you want to stick with the R&D, if you want to be a part of R&D, do some specialization in the masters, then you get automatically. Try
Okay.
to do it.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. And participants, it's like we have been started this as a today first session, and thank you very much for your cooperation. And we have seen a lot of queries and a lot of questions. With this, we will be trying to conduct one more session with all your queries and all the things. So hopefully, thanks for your this thing. Kindly put your feedbacks and your questions in your feedback session. And thank you, Devanand sir, for valuable time for giving us and making this session successful. And participants, please kindly fill your feedback. and your attendance session. So e-certificate will be directly sent to you by today or by tomorrow. Okay, kindly fill it. So thank you very much for all the participants from different colleges. And thank you, sir. Once again, I thank you for giving your valuable time and your resources and your ideas for our chemical engineering students. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
And
you.
I thank all our faculty people and our department HOD for conducting and organizing this successful event. And participants definitely will clear all your doubts and very soon, and conduct one more session for all your queries. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.
Participants, please kindly fill your feedback. And thank you very much.
Form.
And you can go check the YouTube link also for your feedback. Kindly have the link and paste it. Please kindly note the feedback form. Kindly fill it.
Hello.